Hello, everybody. My name is Kamar, and today we'll be reviewing our 24th installment of Season 3 of Bubble Guppies, Season 3, Episode 24, Super Guppies. In this episode, Molly and Gil bring a comic book to school, the Super Adventures of Guppy Girl and Bubble Boy, which Mr. Grouper reads to the class. The kids are excited and want to know all about superheroes. Now, I really enjoyed this episode. I did. I remembered what I think I remember watching it because ironically on the same day this aired alongside the Dora and Friends into the City episode Rainforest Reunion. And if I had to pick between those two premieres, I think the Dora one was probably my favorite. It was probably my favorite. I mean, not saying this episode was bad. I just, you know, I can't remember which order which one aired in. I can't really remember, but you know, but it's okay. And of course, we have to give it to the legendary Ozzy Osbourne for voicing this our supervillain of this episode, Sid Fishy. I feel like he did an amazing job. I feel like he did. Whenever people mention Ozzy Osbourne to me, or whenever I hear him get mentioned in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh, he was in Bubble Guppies. I never heard any of his music, and also sadly, he died literally last year when I was doing research for this episode. He literally died last year, and it's kind of sad. And people who were diehard fans really did love him, and I totally believe them. I believe that they loved his music. I believe that they did. So yeah, but if you had to ask me, the only thing I know Ozzy Osbourne for doing is Sid Fishy, and I love how he made he's obviously from the UK. I love how he still kept his European voice for the character. I really like it. So our episode starts with Molly just by herself at the moment swimming to school until she swims by a comic book shop where she sees Gil and Bubble Puppy, and Gil explains that he's reading a comic. Gil explains that he's reading a comic, and when I also like it when Nani's also at the comic book store too. When Molly wants to know the definition of what a sidekick is, which I like that. Nani could pop up anywhere at the most unexpected times, and I love it. I absolutely love it. And we also meet Justin, who's the owner of the comic book store. He pulls out like a cardboard cutout of a Sid Fishy, and Gil's trying to play it off as I totally knew that was a cutout. It was funny, and then Justin offers to give them a comic book when Molly sees a poster of Guppy Girl, who suspiciously looks just like her. Same for Gil with Bubble Boy. But that could be just me, in my opinion. That could be just me. But anyway, Justin suggests that they take the comic book and they can read it to their friends at school. And I like how they're swimming to school pretending to be superheroes, which was really fun. And then they show everybody about the comic book. They show everyone about the comic book that they brought from school. I mean that they brought to school, and they explain to them that Sid Fishy's an evil villain, and a villain does bad things. And I like how Dima says, I like their fancy costumes, which honestly, if you had to ask me, I'm not that much of a comic book reader. I think the only thing that I like about them is their costumes, because I think with me I can recognize a superhero mainly by their costumes, like Wonder Woman, the Hulk. Okay, the Hulk technically doesn't wear clothes. Don't take that out of context. Obviously Superman, which I get really big. I get really strong vibes from those two, from Molly and Gil when they're pretending to be Guppy Girl and Bubble Boy. So yeah, and then we have our question segment about what do superheroes have, and then we have our pop song, which is honestly so good. And I feel like it's honestly one of the best ones in season 3. It is, because it's just so, it gives off very like, it gives off very like, well, if I must say, very heroic, because it's so good. I love it. Especially the part where they're like, we're all so brave, superheroes. Won't let the bad guys get away. When trouble comes around, we won't let you down. Superheroes, fighting crime every day. It's so good. I love it. I love it. It's so much fun. And I like how in the song, it talks about, like, I could say a lot of cliches about superheroes, like they're super strong, they can turn invisible, like they'll have a secret identity. But if you put it like this, it's honestly so good, and you look past the cliches. You look past it. It's honestly good. And then we have our shop segment where Gobi, he wants to get superpowers. It's honestly pretty fun. I like it. I mean, if there was a store where I could get like superpowers, I would totally be there. I would be Dima's everyday customer. I swear. And I like how in the, like, I'm not gonna say Gobi's what Gobi superpower is. No spoilers. But I will say that there is a moment when he's still in the little where he's in the machine, Dima's machine, to get to use superpowers. At one sec before he comes out, he's like a big version of himself. And when I was younger, I thought, is that what we're gonna see him as? But luckily, no. It's just exceeding expectations. So I like that. I like that. And then we have our lunch segment. And Nani, he got super salad. And then we have our only Molly and Gil segment of this episode. And it's just, luckily, Gil, for the first time in forever. I'm sorry. Nothing bad happens to him. He's just there to tell Molly that that Mr. Grouper is going to tell them the comic book story. And I like, he has a red cape. And everybody's getting so cute and comfy, sitting around Mr. Grouper. Ready to hear the story, being the awesome father figure he is. And I'm just so happy. And I love how we, time to time, we go back and forth to the comic book style and the comic book style and the regular animation style of the show. I absolutely love that. We mostly see all the Guppies with this animation comic book style, which I really love. So, our story is in Big Bubble City. Sid Fishy is busy stealing the stinkiest smells in the whole city. And then the entire police department, which is led by Una and Nani, arrive to stop Sid, but only to be blasted with stinky sauce. And this is reported by Gobi on the news and confirmed to the mayor, played by Molly. Which I absolutely love Molly's hairstyle. She has it in a cute little bun. She has on glasses. Like, she is giving a businesswoman, and I love it. She's giving businesswoman, and I like it. And I also love Dima, being her I want to say secretary. I think those things are called. I like it. It's just really, really good. I just love it so much. And I like how we find out Molly's secret identity is being the mayor, and Gil's secret identity is being just a normal comic book seller, which I love that. So we have a comic book within a comic book, which I love that. I love that a lot. I love that. Okay. And then meanwhile, high up inside of his blimp, Sid Fishy reveals his plan to cover the entire city with stink sauce, which sounds disgusting. And I'm a neat freak, so this alone is just a nightmare to me. Just the sound of it is absolutely terrifying. And can I say that Ozzy Osbourne does an amazing job voicing Sid Fishy. He really does. He brought Sid Fishy to life, and I can't see anybody else playing him. And then we have his sidekick, Orange Gruffy, which he's played by Chris Phillips. I mean, he does a good job too, but Chris, I'm sorry, but Ozzy's gonna have to be the star. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay. With the police department defeated, Dima decides to call Guppy Girl. The mayor, however, is Guppy Girl in disguise. Molly whispers to the viewer, us, that she can't turn into Guppy Girl in front of anyone. With Guppy Girl not answering, Una suggests that Dima calls Bubble Boy instead. And I also love beforehand, the police department's all stinky, and Dima, she's like, would you mind moving a bit far away? And even the plant can't take it. Like, within seconds, the plant just literally passes out and it turns like a very funky grayish color. Like, that plant is dead. She's like, the plant's like, I can't take it. Oh my goodness. Okay, and then we see Bubble Boy, and I like how he has like the classic paperboy looking look, something you would see like back then, you know, those type of people that are like extra read all about it on their bike. And I also like how Bubble Puppy also has a little hat too, matching with his owner. I love that. Okay, then Bubble Boy answers the phone, answers the call, and Molly arranges to meet up and stop Sid Fishy. Molly then distracts Una, Nani, and Dima long enough to change into Guppy Girl and fly away unnoticed. And I absolutely love where she's like, I think I heard a pizza delivery at the front door. And they're like, pizza! That's one way to get them out. By pizza. What else? Okay. Anyway, alright. Meanwhile, Sid begins to fill in an enormous cloud with stink sauce, intending to rain all over Bubble City. Molly and Gil find Sid Fishy, but are spotted by Ruffy, Sid's henchman, and are shot at stink sauce, not being able to get close enough. And I absolutely love how we go back and forth to the comic book style once again. Oh my goodness. But this style, I feel like is animated a little bit differently. It kind of gives off Powerpuff Girls, in my opinion. And I'm someone who really does like Powerpuff Girls. And I'm going to show you something very special, like towards the end, Powerpuff Girls related. So yeah, stay tuned to the end of the video. I'm gonna show you. Okay, so anyway, Molly tells Gil to distract Sid while she tries to remove the pipe from the cloud, and the plan almost works. But Molly is spotted by Ruffy and is shot out of the sky. Which, that scream, Brianna knows how to scream for her characters. Like, oh my god. No, not Brianna. No, I got that confused. No, Bailey. Yeah, Bailey. Like, oh my goodness, Bailey. You know how to scream for Molly. Good on you, girl. Good on you. And I like how I also like their little things that they say, their catchphrases, like Bubble Boy and Guppy Girl. I mean, of course you can just say, they're literally copying lyrics from their intro song. Listen, people, work what you got. That's the best thing you can do in this life. Okay? Work what you got. And I also like it when Gil does this thing with when he makes a bubble. He's like, super bubble. And what Sid does, he puts his stink sauce inside of the bubble, which is the thing that she throws at him. He throws at Molly, which, oh my goodness. Man, this is getting too good. I absolutely love it. This is getting too good. Okay. And then Gil tries to sneak on board and tries to turn off the machine from the inside, but is captured by Sid. And that's when he says, looks like someone's in a sticky situation. And I also kind of like Orange Gruffy's laugh as well. His laugh just gives off sidekick. It really does. That's all I can basically say. It just gives off sidekick. And it really does look like Gil is gonna be defeated because Molly shot up out of the sky. But luckily she made like a little bubble to like catch herself, and Bubble Puppy licks her on her face, which is also pretty cute too. And then when she's down there, when she's when she's down there on the ground, she sees a paper cutout of herself in the storybook, well, in the comic book, and she said that gives me an idea, and that's when Gil is still stuck to the wall where Sid put him at, and I mean everything is almost going according to plan, but then finally Molly is able to distract Sid with the cardboard cutout of herself and freeze Gil, allowing him to trap Sid and his henchmen inside of a super bubble, which, oh my god, awesome. Just, these two are a duo. Molly and Gil are a duo. I can't have them any other way. Oh my goodness gracious. It was so good. Oh man. And then after turning off the machine, everything's able to reverse back into the little tubes that all the stinky sauce was in, which, might I say, looks really disgusting. Like, we see old fruit in there, apple cores, stinky socks, just the whole sauce just gives ugh, and I love it. I absolutely love it. And I like it when they're able to pull the plug out of the blimp and it just goes all over the place, and it literally, we see in the distance, it literally drops into the ocean, which is, that's how you take out a villain's evil lair. Nothing but an air pump. Period. Oh god. And then Molly and Gil finally are able to throw Sid and Ruffy in jail. And what I like about this ending is that they were deliberately trying to destroy the city. And I like how normally in this situation, I thought people were gonna get, as long as you don't do it again, you're free to be let out. Because Una asks, why did he do it? Why did you try to make everything stinky? And he, even though he gave off a somewhat good reason that if anybody was stinky, they wouldn't be my friend. If everybody was stinky, they would have to be my friend. Nobody wants to be my friend because I'm all stinky. But then we get this cute moment between Ruffy and Sid when he's like, I'm your friend, boss. And then he's like, Orange Ruffy, I'm your friend too. And then Molly and Gil are able to give him a bubble bath with soap and water. Love it. 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 That's what I call creativity right there. So, and I like it how they were able, the villains, they don't get let out. I kind of like it how they were able to get, quote unquote, quote, reformed behind bars, which I kind of like it, I mean, I'm kind of happy. When I was younger, I was like, just let them out. They learned their lesson. But now that I'm older, I'm like, yeah, they do deserve a little bit of jail time. I mean, even though Sid does know that he has a friend by his side, his henchman, I mean, the saying, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So, but I guess some jail time wouldn't hurt. Just saying. I'm just saying. And I like how they were also able to clean up Una, Nani, and both the villains too. And they're saying, you smell nice, boss. And he said, thanks, Gruffy. But then apparently we have another problem from Dima saying that she can't find the mayor anywhere. But then it ends with Molly winking at the camera. Because we know where the mayor is. Don't we? We know where she is. and then we have the classic story's over and the book closes ending, which I like those type of endings. And that ends our episode, the Molly and Gil segment. So overall, I really enjoyed this episode. This episode was really good. It was really action-packed. I love the comic book style here and there. I also like how we didn't go back and forth to the point where it got very tiresome or And I also like how most of the episode was in the traditional animation style, because I feel like if this whole episode, in my opinion, if you guys disagree with me, that's fine. I feel like if this whole episode was in comic book style, young kids who tune into the show wouldn't really understand this animation. I feel like they'll be like, what's this? This isn't Bubble Guppies. So I'm happy that they most of the episodes still stuck with the traditional animation style that they stuck with. So yeah. So overall, I'm gonna have to give this episode a super 10. See what I did there? I feel like it was really good. A great superhero episode. And I really, really, really enjoyed it. Now, before I go, real quick, I'm gonna show you what I have that is Powerpuff Girls related. So, yeah, BRB. Well, technically not BRB, but you know what I mean. Just I'm gonna show you in 3, 2, 1. Hello. If you guys remember my mini-me, it's been a long time since you've seen her. I'm pretty sure you guys haven't seen her since like April. But if you've seen my mini-me or me in doll form, then you know what's gonna go. You know what's happening. So if you guys don't know, or if you guys know about the MGA brand, LOL, they have OMG dolls, and I want to say these came out like around Christmas. I don't know, but they came out with OMG themed Powerpuff Girls dolls. But I kind of had to redress mines because some of them, because all three of their outfits were basically just recolors of certain dolls that they came out with, and that was kind of my little irk with them. So I'm gonna probably like show you like probably right here, like side by side. Let me move out the way because this is where the pictures are gonna go. So I'm just gonna show you what all three of them look like right here. This is what they originally came with. This is the original clothing right here. Right here. Blossom, she her recolor is of a wildflower. Buttercup's recolored clothes is from Skate Park QT, and Bubbles is from Trendsetter. Now, ironically, all three of them are my favorite dolls, but in my opinion, I feel like that was a little bit lazy. So what I did was I redressed them into more aesthetics that I feel like would be perfect for them. But before I do, they came with these. They came with these cute little stickers, which I believe are supposed to be inspired by when they when we see that flashback of them as older teenagers when they were hanging at the mall and stuff. That episode where they're remembering stuff, which is so cute. Oh, let me turn Blossoms a little bit more and Buttercups. Out of my favorite, I think Bubbles might be my favorite. I don't know, but Buttercup just looks so like she just looks so good. The face, oh my god. But yeah, hair on my face. But right now I'm gonna show you what I redressed them in right here, right now. And I also made it look like they were flying. So yeah, let's start off with Buttercup, because she look at the face. Look how good they did at the face. Look at this. Hold on, I'm gonna show you what a traditional OMG face looks like. This is what a traditional OMG face looks like. Big eyes, and I feel like, and people before him were saying that, oh, we should probably get a Powerpuff Girls collab because they already got the big eyes like they do. So it makes sense, and I like how they make it look so distinct, which I like it. This one's one of my favorites. She has like a nice African style. I like her. So basically what I did was I gave her like this mini dress right here. The only thing I kept was her shoes and her little belt. And this is a shirt from a Bratz doll. And this little skirt, I feel like this little mini dress right here fits her perfectly. And look at this. Real freaking chains, bro. And I like these hoop earrings. And I also gave her like these fingerless gloves, which, oh god, yeah, this screams Buttercup. Now, another one of my favorites, Blossom. I gave her like this cute little Bratz necklace. I gave her this Bratz top from Nefra. Most of them I gave them like Bratz tops, like Bratz accessories. I feel like this cute little purse goes with her well, and also complements the bows with her at the bottom. The only thing I kept was her shoes and her pants. And I like how they gave us the trademark bow. Like, I love that so much. And I like her little blossom flowers. So cute. Now, one of my favorites, which I have a bit of a nitpick with, because we all know that meme. I'm gonna be the prettiest girl at the party. My nitpick is, why would you give an extra girly character in my opinion, pants. I feel like she would wear a dress. So that's why I did. And look at this. She even has her Octi as a purse. I would prefer it to be like more of like a, like, she would like, I prefer it to be more like it's her actual stuffed animal on chains, not really like the face of the animal on chains, stuffed animal on chains. But I love it. I'm so happy they gave her Octi purse. I'm so happy. And she has like bubble looking earrings. And they gave her like little corset of a Bratz doll. And this little dress from an LMG doll. And they gave her these cute little adorable looking heart tights. And I think I might change these shoes. I think I might change the shoes. Maybe. And I'm sorry if you hear that noise. There's a bus stop literally near my house. But yeah, I think I might change the shoes. But if I must do it, I must do it. Blossom, commander and the leader, Bubbles. She has the joy and the laughter. Buttercup, she's the toughest fighter. Powerpuff say da 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 da. I had to. So overall, I'm happy. I'm really happy with these girls. They're so cute. I think my favorite might have to be Bubbles. I don't know, but Buttercup's outfit is just so punky. I like it. And Blossom's outfit is really cute too. But I can't decide. Ooh, I'm covering Bloss. I can't decide. I really can't. So, yeah. I hope you enjoyed these dolls. Let me know which one is your favorite down below. And, yeah, let's cut to the last few minutes of this review. So I hope you enjoyed the dolls. Like I said before, these dolls, I'm so happy that they did this collab. It was honestly the best thing in the world. I just thought since I mentioned Powerpuff Girls in this review, I had to show them off. I couldn't help myself. So yeah, but something that isn't Powerpuff Girls related, which is Bubble Guppies related. Tune in to our next episode because we will be reviewing our penultimate episode of this season, our second to last episode of this season, which is none other than Season 3, Episode 25, A Dolphin is a Guppy's Best Friend. See you all next time.